Morris Robinson is currently serving as artistic advisor to Cincinnati Opera. He's back on stage at Music Hall this weekend as part of American Voices. Morris Robinson, welcome to our new studio.
Thank you so much.
Glad to have you here for your first time. Please don't let it be the last. American Voices. It features music from multiple genres and is presented to honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy and the values and ideals that he fought for throughout his life. You, a Grammy-winning international opera star, and in this program, also a narrator reading Rita Dove's new poem. So can we start with that? What's your connection with this poem, and how have you gotten to know it and work with it, and what's still in there for you to discover?
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's very nostalgic at the very beginning of it, talking about, how we as a race started out with a lot of hope, guidance from the stars, just kind of get through the things that we're going through. And it's a beautiful arc of a story that talks about the beginning all the way to what I feel is like the present, and then what's next. So, remember, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up in Atlanta. I was born in 1969, just after the Civil Rights. So I very much feel connected to even the things that happened prior to my existence. And to be able to participate in this and be able to present this world premiere of this wonderful music the wonderful poetry with the background music being what it is, I'm truly honored and excited to be a part of it. So.
And you will be reading the poem over the Samuel Barber?
Yes. So the Adagio for Strings will be playing, and that's the tricky part, because I'm a singer, but my voice has always lent itself to voiceovers and that type of thing. I just never did it. So, but there are certain musical cues where there are certain words to be spoken, and so you have to figure out how to stretch the dialogue over the notes and make sure that you're hitting all the landing spots. So I'm not sure exactly yet how we're going to do that to make it the most effective. I have my ideas. It's a world premiere, so there's a clean slate.
Yeah.
There's an open canvas, and we can paint and do all the things that we feel are necessary and appropriate. So I'm looking forward to that.
How do you approach preparing to go on stage and speak, as opposed to going on stage and singing, which is what you do all the time?
The singing part, I won't say it's easy, but it's where I live,
Yeah.
The speaking part is a little bit more challenging, only in that you have to align things appropriately with the notes. Mm-hmm. If you told me to sing this note at this spot in the music, done deal. But speaking it and trying to pace oneself throughout the adagio is extremely slow and beautiful. And I don't want to get in the way, Mm-hmm. It's almost like I don't want to interfere with the beauty of that. I want to compliment it, but I want it to compliment me. So it's just, I don't know if I can prepare for it, because there are no examples of how it was done. The only other spoken part I've done like this is the Lincoln Portraits. And that allowed me to, because there's so many different reference points. But this is brand new, so I will be the person that establishes how it's going to be done. And people will hopefully be listening to how I did it later on. So.
How did it hit you the first time you read it?
Well, I read the first part of it, and then I put it down and said, this is tough. Not in a sad sense, it didn't make me upset. It just made me think about things and put in perspective from whence we've come. And then I saw how it really was congruent with how I view things with the African-American race in our country over the past several decades. And so my level of excitement of reading and interpreting and presenting amongst myself doing it is probably, I hope she finds it to be exactly what she wants, because there's a stoic quality of it. There's a restraint to explore. There's a restraint to express oneself excitedly with the background music that's playing at the same time. So it's challenging, but I'm looking forward to it, because I want to go in there and say, what are your ideas? What are your ideas? What do you want? Well, this is what I got. And just and that's the beauty of it. This is how artists create it. It is not one person's idea. It's a collaboration. And so between the three of us, I think we're going to have something really special, and I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm willing to bet that you will bring some things to it that she had not anticipated.
Well, I mean, if she knows my voice, and she probably thought, oh, Morris will sound good right here, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm wide open to the interpretation of the librettist, and and the maestro with his tempi, and me with my expressions. So it's going to be a wonderful combination, and I'm looking forward to that as well.
In addition to reading Rita Dove's newly commissioned work, you are going to be singing in this concert. So tell us what you've got to sing and talk about the pieces a little bit.
Yeah, so, I'm singing Zion's Walls. It kind of goes along with the first part of the poetry, but it's just like, it's an old American song. It is, it's inspirational. It talks about a journey. It talks about togetherness. So I think it's appropriate for it. But I'm also singing I Too Sing America, which is a Margaret Bond's piece that talks about recognition and understanding that I too am here, and I am too part of this. And it talks about, in a very short period, the journey of going from one's understanding who they are and being proud of it, and then understanding, and almost in a demanding sense, saying that you're going to recognize who I am. And then it softens up, and you'll see how beautiful I am, and you'll be ashamed. It stops there, but the reference is you'll be ashamed of how you didn't recognize me before, or how you treated me before. So I always do that piece like at the end of a set, just kind of leave everybody thinking. And then the other piece is Deep River. And the poem talks about, there's just a water imagery that goes along with it. And Deep River is certainly just one of those classic spiritual-esque songs of hope and wanting and longing to be on the other side where the promised land is. So I think that's wonderful too.
What do you hope the audiences take out of Music Hall this weekend?
Everything I just said, not from a standpoint of my delivering it, but all the mindsets that go along with all the things that are going to be presented. I hope they walk away thinking. I hope they walk away feeling connected, melancholy and hopeful and sad and happy. All of those things are presented in all the works that I'm doing. And I'm looking forward to, I don't know what's going to stick most with people. Everyone has their own circumstances and personalities that they're bringing to the program, bringing to the theater. But I hope they all walk away with something that touches them emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. Yeah.
I don't think anyone could leave a concert where Morris Robinson is on the stage performing without feeling all of those things and more.
That's very flattering.
What's next for Morris Robinson?
Actually, I have a few weeks off. So I'm going to go to my alumni weekend at my alma mater where my son is in attendance.
The Citadel?
Yes. Play some golf, see some of the old fellas, that kind of thing. And then I got to go do Don Carlo. And then there's Rigoletto in Palm Beach. And then I go back to Vienna to finish up Die Zauberflöte. And then I come back to Atlanta to do my first Hagen in Götterdämmerung. And then I come back to Cincinnati to do the world premiere of La Vavi, which is part of the Black Opera project that we started on the other side of the theater over there. So,
oh, well, maybe you'll come back and chat about that a little bit.
Let's do it.
After your world travels.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Well, Morris Robinson, you're a busy guy, and we really appreciate you making the time to come and chat about this very important program. Wish you all the best and look forward to seeing you again.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and I'm looking forward to singing at Music Hall, as I always do. Wonderful venue, wonderful city. So thank you.